Hi, I'm Jack from legalexpert.co.uk, and today I'm going to be taking a look at missed temporal bone fracture negligence, the dangers of how this can happen, important things to look out for, and tips. If you've been involved in an accident which has resulted in an injury to your temporal bone, it's important that you have your injuries assessed by a medical professional so that they're able to identify what needs to be done so that your injury can heal. When you see a medical professional following an accident which has resulted in a potential fracture and they fail to diagnose it, this can have severe repercussions on your health and well-being going forward. It's important that we establish that we are in no way attempting to criticise the hard work done by the majority of NHS staff who work tirelessly to help those in need. But there are occasions when individuals act with negligence which results in patients who have put their health, well-being and trust in these individuals being misdiagnosed. Now, according to this DailyMail article, research suggests that thousands of patients walk out of A&E with doctors having failed to spot their fracture. Now, if you believe that you're one of these people, you could be entitled to free private medical treatment in order to have any fractures corrected, so that you're finally able to begin the healing process. Terms and conditions apply. Before we get started on our guide to missed temporal bone fractures, if you believe that your injury has been missed by a medical professional following an assessment and you want to see if you're entitled to free private treatment, we have a free phone helpline where you can talk to one of our team on a no obligation basis, where they'll aim to get you the help that you need. Call us now on 0800 652 7676. We'll talk through your case with you in order to help you establish what your options are. Dealing with a professional medical expert will mean that they'll be able to advise you on temporal bone fracture PPT, temporal bone fracture treatment, right temporal bone fracture treatment, most common complication of temporal bone fracture, temporal bone fracture picture, temporal bone fracture vertigo, temporal bone radiographics and facial nerve injury temporal bone fracture. A lot of what you're about to hear isn't common knowledge, and you should bear in mind that these things could make all the difference in terms of you having a successful or failed recovery from your fractured temporal bone injury. So let's take a look at our top 5 things that you should know if you've been the victim of a missed temporal bone fracture. The last one is something which you might find very shocking, so do keep watching. Take notes. Now, it's important that you make notes of when and where you were seen by a medical professional. Having this information to hand will be vital when tracking down your medical records in order to bring a claim. Photographic evidence. Now, to help ensure that it's not a he said, she said situation, you should take as many photographs of your injuries as possible. And if you believe the medical professional who assessed your injury has missed a fracture, you should rest whatever part of your body that has been injured in order to not make any injuries worse. If your missed fracture has resulted in you being out of pocket due to loss of earnings from time off work, or you've had to pay any private medical treatment costs, these could all be claimed back for, so you should keep track of all of this. Now, when it finally comes to having your missed fracture corrected, you may have to have surgery. Now, we recommend you try and find out the names of any medical professionals who you'll be dealing with and run the names through Google to make sure that there are no horror stories about them. Having surgery is an important event in anyone's life, so do yourself a favour and research who you're handing your life over to. Now, a lot of surgeries aren't as routine as you may think. Having surgery isn't something as simple as going to the barbers, and unlike getting a bad haircut, the implications could be life-changing and even result in you never coming round from the anaesthetic. If you've had the option to go private, do so. This will reduce waiting times and may improve the level of care you receive. 42% of people believe the NHS offered a lower standard of care and would feel safer going privately, according to the National Health Survey 2015. Now, as seen here in this Daily Mail article, one NHS surgeon performed botched operations on over 200 women. And most recently, 11,000 patients have been recalled to have their treatment reassessed after it's become clear that a single surgeon had performed needless and botched surgery on patients. Thankfully, this particular surgeon has been sentenced to a 20-year prison sentence, but we really do think when it comes to your health, it pays to be mindful of who you're handing your well-being over to. So, have you been involved in an accident which has resulted in an injury, but when you went to see a medical professional, they missed your temporal bone fracture? If so, we highly recommend that you take just a few minutes to ensure that going forward, you're likely to receive the best care possible. Now, remember, if the accident was caused by someone else, you could be entitled to free private treatment. Terms and conditions apply, along with financial compensation. Once again, to find out if this applies to you, simply call our free phone helpline on 0800 652 7676 and we'll do all we can to assist you. Now, have you been involved in an accident and your doctor missed a fractured bone? If so, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Of course, the circumstances of each incident are never the same. And whether or not you believe you have a valid claim, it's always advisable that you speak to an expert on the matter. So if you'd like further assistance, we are personal injury claim specialists. We offer free, friendly advice on no win, no fee compensation claims, so there's not a penny to pay if you lose. Get the maximum compensation that you deserve. We're rated 4.8 out of 5 stars and we have specialist solicitors with up to 30 years experience. It'll only take just a couple of minutes for our team who'll be happy to answer any questions you may have to help establish whether or not you have a valid claim. Call now on 0800 652 7676 or visit our live chat service at legalexpert.co.uk. Don't forget to subscribe as we'll be uploading helpful videos just like this one on a regular basis. You can also check out one of our recommended videos or head over to legalexpert.co.uk where you can read community questions on our forum, get free advice from our live chat, read articles and seek assistance for compensation on a no-win, no-fee basis with your personal injury claim.